Terrorize the jam like troops in Pakistan. Swinging through your town like your neighborhood Spider-Man.
RECAST King T'Challa. This video is proof that Marvel Studios had already planned on stripping the mantle of Black Panther from T'Challa and giving it to his sister Shuri, and Chadwick Boseman was not happy about it.
I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa!
What would he want Black Panther 2 to be like?
I can't answer that.
What would you want it to be like? I can't come here and ask a Black Panther question. No, I'm joking there. No, I get it.
I mean, I would want him to be in it. I would want him to continue to be King T'Challa. Now, I can answer what you aren't asking me.
Okay, what's that question?
I see a narrative being assembled by Hollywood. And I could be completely wrong, but a black man being a king does not fit the narrative of
not at all
what they want the world to see. A black man being a victim, black man being killed in the streets, but a black man being a king is not the narrative that they want the world to see, and I don't think they liked the response that came back from a black man being a king. And though I believe that black women are queens anyway, I think that the narrative that we will see is that the Black Panther will be a female next.
You think so?
I believe so. I believe it'll be her little sister, or his little sister. That's what I think. But a black man being a king does not fit what the powers that be want.
Yo, welcome to GAB'S Hip Hop Comic Shop. I am Gab, and today I'm joined by a special guest, my homeboy and fellow YouTuber, Theo B. Theo, what's up?
What's going on, Gab? What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Hey, man, good to hear from you too, my brother. We want to talk about today, y'all, the importance of recasting T'Challa and why the powers that be used the death of Chadwick Boseman as an opportunity to get rid of Black King of Wakanda. Now, check this out. Let me set the scene. When Chadwick Boseman first died, it hit me hard like it hit everybody else. I was sitting in my bedroom, sitting across my bed, and my wife screamed out, "No!" I said, "What's wrong?" And she wouldn't tell me. She was just like shaking. I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "No." I said, "Is it something bad happened?" And she moved her hand slowly off her phone, and she showed me Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, on Instagram. And the moment she showed me that, all I could think of is this was the opportunity that they was going to use to get rid of the legendary King T'Challa. And I said that because I remember an article I had read back in February of 2020 when it was reported that Marvel Studios was trying to take the Black Panther in a different direction, and Chadwick Boseman wasn't thrilled about that. Now, Theo, let's get into the significance of recasting T'Challa and give the people a little background check on your familiarity with the Black Panther himself.
For sure. Well, you know, you know me, Gab, but a lot of, audience out there don't know me and everything like that. I've been reading comic books since the early 70s. I was born in 1968. And one of the characters that I came across, black characters, because actually the first comic book character that I came across was Batman. Started growing up and everything like that, born in 1968. I started reading comics in the 70s. That was how I learned how to read. It wasn't the school books that got me motivated into reading. It was the comic books. And so Batman, Superman transition over to Spider-Man transition over to Fantastic Four. Next thing you know, I see this brother running around in a costume. I'm like, wait. What's going on? And so I'm like, where can I get? I'm young. I'm in elementary school. I've seen shows like The Bionic Man. That's not me. America celebrates Evel Knievel doing stunts. That's not me. The Black Panther is me. I can't get this action figure nowhere. Hell, I don't know if the audience is too young to remember, but you can't even get no Black Panther underoos nowhere. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is the only one that's me. I can't find it. So I wrote my first comic book in elementary school. I'm going to tell you how prevalent this is, because I don't think enough people, parents, us, we understand this. Because we complain about people costuming in blackface all day long. In elementary school, I created my first comic book. It was a teen comic book, about 10 heroes. Only one of them was black. I was replicating what was put into my system. Our kids, when they dress up for Halloween costume, we complain about faces, people walking around in blackface. Who do our kids dress up as superheroes?
White characters all day long. And you know, that is the programming, you know, and it's a shame, but it is what it is. And the fact that we finally got some representation, because the Black Panther was like no other. It was the first, you know, blockbuster, all black, you know, multi-million-dollar budgeted film, you know what I mean? And
yes sir.
And it was a big deal. And it's just amazing to me that, think about this for a minute, out of all the superhero movies that came out, Black Panther had the biggest outing out of all of the solo superhero movies in the history of this genre.
I've never come out like that in support of a movie. Never seen us come out like we did in support of that movie.
And everybody wasn't thrilled about that. And the fact that Marvel was even considering replacing T'Challa for Shuri in the sequel of such a successful movie just showed you that the Black Panther messed up the pecking order at Marvel Studios, because they wanted Spider-Man to be the new face of the MCU going forward. Black Panther just came and just totally rocked the whole pecking order.
Let me put this on the mind for your listeners. I've never seen this before. Like you, I was balling uncontrollably when I found out Chadwick Boseman'S passed. I think I saw it on social media. Then, you know, you see something on social media, you Google it to verify it. You just ain't gonna go off of what's on social media. I balled uncontrollably because I knew what his portrayal of T'Challa meant. I knew what being able to see T'Challa would mean. I knew what that meant, much like when we watched the movie Malcolm X back in the day when kids were talking about I am Malcolm X, things of that nature. So I knew the gravity of what he would mean to us as a people, especially what he would mean to little black boys. Like, we get this thing twisted. We say we want our black boys to look at different things, aspire to be different things. Well, what's more honorable than aspiring to be a king?
Exactly. And just the origin of who T'Challa is. Now, think about this for a minute. You know, during the Civil Rights Movement, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, but Stan Lee said he noticed that, you know, while he was watching some video footage of some black people being hosed down by the police department, he noticed one of the little black boys sitting on the side had a Spider-Man comic. And it just made him say, wow, through all the atrocities that these people face, you know, they still love our comics. And he said he got to think, and he said, you know what? We don't have one character that resembles them, that they can find some pride in and look at and absorb, you know, and digest what they're looking at. So he said, you know what we want to do? He said, I want to create a character, you know, for black people, and I want to give him everything. He wanted to make him royal. He wanted to make him powerful. He wanted him to be a king. He wanted him to have riches. He wanted him, you know, he just put so much into this one character. And it was a passion of love. He loved the Black Panther. Stan Lee was so proud to finally bring T'Challa to the big screen. I remember just seeing him walk on TMZ, and he was like walking on sunshine. He was just, oh, we got the Black Panther coming. He was just so excited. So I don't think Kevin Feige or Ryan Coogler or disgruntled fans have the right to take a character like this not only away from Stan Lee or his memory or his legacy, but from the millions and millions of fans, like you said, that look up to King T'Challa. The Black Panther is a symbol.
Let's look at the precedent, Gabo. I've never seen this happen before. First of all, the Black Panther franchise is a multi-million, if not billion-dollar franchise. Right. I've never seen this before. I've seen actors and I say this to people all the time, and what bothers me more than anything else is us signing off on it. I've seen actors and actresses come and go, play superhero roles. I don't care. They always recast. We will sit up here. That's what bothers me. I promise you, that's what bothers me all day long. They gonna keep Clark Kent around. They gonna keep Bruce Wayne around. Selena Kyle is not going anywhere. But because they have, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say they, because we like to get it twisted and think that black people aren't comic book fans too for whatever reason.
Just think of the amount of Supermans you've seen in your lifetime, from the TV shows to the movies. Think of the amount of Bruce Waynes you've seen. We only get one King T'Challa. That is amazing to me. And you know what? We fell for it, because when Chadwick died, he had the knee-jerk reaction. People were saying, that's it. That's it. He is the Black Panther. What I'm saying to you is, bro, this was already in motion before Chadwick even passed away in February. Marvel Studios, it was reported that Marvel Studios had the idea of replacing T'Challa with Shuri, and Chadwick was upset about it. He told them, I haven't even got my seat warmed yet, and you trying to give the mantle, to my younger sister in the movie? Like, why would you do that? And we just had all this success, from the first movie, and you want to replace me already. And it got me to thinking, I'm saying, why did they want to get rid of King T'Challa? And it's because, like I said, a lot of people wasn't thrilled with the reaction of the Black Panther movie. So, they used Chadwick Boseman's death as an opportunity to go ahead and move forward with what their original plan was in the first place. And it's so sad because we fell for it, and they acting like they doing us a favor by burying the Black Panther King T'Challa with Chadwick, when in reality it's a huge disjustice to what Chadwick will want. Chadwick Boseman worked so hard at bringing T'Challa to life. He would go to Children's Hospital. He knew the kids loved the Black Panther, and they wanted to meet him because he was playing T'Challa. A lot of people but he would want this character to live on and inspire generations to come. There's no way he would want the buck to stop with him. And I just think it's a huge misconception that you honor Chadwick Boseman by killing off something that he loves so much. I just think it's distasteful, and I think it's disingenuous, because the studio, Marvel Studios, I repeat, had planned on already passing the mantle of Black Panther to Shuri back in February of 2020.
Let me piggyback off what you said, because you're gonna have some people listening to what you say and they're gonna swear it's a conspiracy theory and everything like that. So I'm gonna let your viewers, your listeners, know what's going on. So when Gabo reached out to me, he sent me 2 videos and a 5-minute clip. I'm gonna say that one more time. When Gabo reached out to me telling me what was going on with Marvel, the information that he's sharing with y'all today, that Marvel had pretty much settled on making Shuri the Black Panther early last year before Chadwick Boseman passed, he sent me 2 articles and a 5-minute clip. But I'm the type of person I like to research on my own. You don't ever just go off of what somebody's telling you, even if you agree with them. You want to research, so when you say what you're saying, you got something to back it up. So I researched what Gabo was telling me. I found 2 more articles. And the 5-minute clip that he gave me, I found the full 17-minute clip on YouTube. Now, Gabo, if you don't mind, I'd like to share with the listeners where we got this information from collectively. Is that okay?
Please do. And I also have, the paragraphs and the articles.
Right.
Go in and out the video as the people watch it. So, yeah, go ahead.
Cool beans. So we got Chadwick Boseman. The first article is Chadwick Boseman reportedly unhappy about Marvel's plans for a new Black Panther. This is from We Got This Covered. Then there's another article that said, is Chadwick Boseman unhappy with the future of Black Panther? This is from Black America Web. All of these articles are prior to Chadwick Boseman's passing. But then there's the 5-minute video clip that's actually a 17-minute video that's on YouTube. But the last 5 minutes are the ones that's pertinent. It's a video of Derek Boseman being Derek Boseman speaking. All this lip service that they've been telling you about what his family says, if that's the case, Derek Boseman must be the lone wolf in what he's saying, because he is echoing everything we've been saying. He's echoing, and we don't know Derek Boseman, never talked to him. He's echoing everything that's in the articles that we're telling you about, as well as, if you think about it, it makes sense what he's saying and how Martin Freeman acted. Yeah, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. Something else is being done.
And you know what, real fast, before we get up out of here, you know, you got a brother named E-Man who is going around saying recast T'Challa, and I'm completely on board with that. But the thing is, when the brother goes up there, he's doing a lot of media right now. He's on the news. He's on several YouTube channels and things like that, different platforms. I just want him to have the proper ammunition. You know, he's not going into detail on why we should recast T'Challa. He just says, you know, you got to recast T'Challa. You don't have to do it right away. And I don't agree with that. This should have been a seamless transition. They should have recast a new actor and just went along with it just like they did Rhodey in the Iron Man movie. But anyway, I just want the brother to have the correct ammunition when he goes on camera and go a little bit deeper. The deeper thing is that this isn't a new thing. Marvel wanted to get rid of T'Challa in the first place and give the mantle to Shuri. We know that dating back over a calendar year, and they used Chadwick's death as an opportunity to do so. And you got to bring up the fact, why is it we only get one Black Panther? Why we only get one King T'Challa? Why we get these multiple different characters? We had them for generations to come, but for some reason they want King T'Challa locked and boxed and put away.
The thing is, you can't be afraid to say what's on your heart, speak your truth. And if that upsets some people that you feel like you might have wanted to have an opportunity with working with in the future, so be it. This is to the fans that love Shuri so much. I got it. I get it. I understand it. But you don't even know what Shuri's third form is. She surpassed being Black Panther in the comic books. That's no longer who she's relegated to be. She's the queen of Wakanda. But her being the Black Panther was the second iteration of Shuri. It was not the final one. It wasn't the third one.
Right.
Not the latest one. You're not understanding that because actually they dumbed down Black Panther. They dumbed down Shuri. Shuri is a warrior queen. She ain't no nerd.
She wasn't no tech geek. And look how they dumbed down T'Challa. T'Challa was the scientist. He's the brilliant mind. He's the inventor. He's the creator. But yet they gave those attributes to his sister.
Let me tell you this. Let me put this on the minds of people because they don't understand. When it's all said and done, it's a brother-sister relationship. One is just as important as the other. When T'Challa was injured, Shuri almost killed somebody by her brother.
Right. When
Shuri was injured, T'Challa went through hell and back to bring his sister back from the dead and was going to kill somebody. Shuri gave T'Challa a knife, the Wakandan blade, and said, you know where to put it. And when she said, do you know where to put it, she was talking about him stabbing Namor in his heart. This is not a game. What they're doing with the Black character, how they're pitting Black men against Black women.
Exactly.
Boys against girls. You want to make the boys insignificant by uplifting the girls. Listen, I'm all about uplifting the girls, but in going along with Iman, I'm not for this addition by subtraction thing. No, we got kings, we got queens. We're going to uplift them both. We're not going to have one
both.
without the other.
One or the other, right.
I'm not going to settle for one without the other. I want that brother-sister dynamic. To the dude that was sitting up there with Iman, don't ever act like you intelligent and handle Iman like you did. What Iman was trying to tell you, bro, was that when it comes to circulating wealth in the Black community, we're talking about adding, not dividing money. Divide money amongst us and grow money. Bringing in money, adding money, grows money. Some of y'all be so quick to be somebody else's lapdog that you will get up on public television get up and use your platform and say something stupid as if we don't know. The sad part about it is you got brothers and sisters that look up to you and will go right along with that foolishness. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. And as leaders, we have a responsibility to not give inaccurate information, not be deliberately misleading, but say what the truth is and let the fans sort it out for themselves.
And stand on it. So, in closing, you know, like I said, we both agree. We both ride with the brother Iman. We just want Iman to say exactly how he feels and not be afraid to say it. But people respect the end game. It's one thing to have a petition, but you can have a petition with 1 million signatures on it. But what's the end game? What does the petition represent? So, in my opinion, there's got to be some type of ramification for it. So, let's just say we got a petition with 300,000 people on it that we want to recast T'Challa. It's got to be or else added to that. You know what I mean?
It's got
to have, or we won't watch the movie because we already know what they've been planning on doing, and here it is. It's coming to fruition. People, they start filming the Black Panther in July 2021. We got less than 60 days. We got to bust a move, man, and make these people say, look, all right, let's rethink this thing. Let's push it back a little bit. Let's rework this script, and let's do what's right.
Right.
Because it's millions and millions and millions of Black Panther fans and young black children in this world, man, that need proper representation. And we need the correct representation, and not by, you know, like you said, dividing male against female. But as a community, collectively, we need this, man.
We need it. And let me say this before we go, because I don't believe in lip service. Y'all listening to Gabo, I appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning, but people talk a lot about honoring Chadwick Boseman. Let me say this, because I want this to catch some traction. See, Marvel giving me lip service. I don't want lip service. Chadwick Boseman's death hurt because of who he was.
Really?
And who he was the type of person. He understood the significance of the role. He understood what it meant for us to be seen on a silver screen. After he passed, I've heard way too many of us say there would never be another Chadwick Boseman. You know what? Some of us said that foolishly about Denzel Washington. Some of us foolishly said that about Harry Belafonte. We did. So let me say this, because when you know better, you do better. This is how we honor Chadwick Boseman. And I apologize if I get emotional while doing this. Don't tell me that another brother and sister is not qualified. Let's make it so that another brother and sister qualified. Marvel, Kevin Feige, Ryan Coogler, those of y'all associated with the Black Panther Project, y'all want to continue Chadwick Boseman's legacy? You want to honor the man that Chadwick Boseman is? I'm not going to say was, because he's still here. Fine. Set up a Chadwick Boseman scholarship fund to every HBCU in the country. One for every male, one male, one female every year gets a free ride to every HBCU. So when these young ladies and these young men graduate from acting school, we ain't got no more excuses for why they can't get these damn roles. We'll never say again only one black person could play that role, because we know we have qualified actors and actresses. And we do this because we know Denzel Washington helped Chadwick Boseman out. See, I don't want to hear that lip service. Build a monument at every HBCU. I think there would be nothing better than some young lady or some young man walking across the stage thanking Chadwick Boseman for the opportunity to pursue their dream as an actor or actress. Come on, somebody. That's how you continue his legacy. He'll never die that way. No.
Brother, it was an honor having you on today. Please share and like this video. Put it out there. Hopefully somebody out there knows how to reach Iman. Iman, let's work. You know, great minds think alike. Let's make this happen. If you're a true Chadwick Boseman fan and a Black Panther fan, you want to see this happen. No way would Chadwick want T'Challa to die with him.